dropped her off on the road to school. That was the last I saw her.
This is Stephen Stearns, 37 years old.
Okay. Well, I can confidently tell you she did not go to school with her backpack.
How's that?
Because we found it in the trash. How's your relationship with her?
Great. I'm one of her favorite people in the world. Even though she's not my flesh and blood, I've always loved her as if she was my own.
Stearns will spend the next several hours defending this story. What he doesn't know, a surveillance camera at his apartment complex has already recorded him walking to a dumpster and throwing that same girl's backpack in it. Sunday night, February 25th, 2024, Kissimmee, Florida.
I said, you guys, I need a good night's sleep. I need to take my meds. I sent them to sleep upstairs in the guest bedroom so that I could get a good night's sleep. I really suggested that we all sleep together in the same bed together.
Stearns tells detectives the same night, in his own words.
Did she sleep in her bed Sunday night?
No. I was just back. I had been away for a couple months. I wanted us all to be in the same bed together, so her mom needed to get some serious sleep, so she said no to that and suggested that the guest room upstairs had a big enough bed, so we needed some snuggle cuddle time that would suffice and get to sleep in peace.
Okay.
So I asked her, I'm like, no, please, I need a good night's sleep. If you guys can go upstairs and let me sleep. I had asked Stephen to take her to school in the morning.
The mother takes her prescription medication and closes her bedroom door. Stearns, 37, spends the night in the upstairs guest bedroom with a 13-year-old who has just come home from her birthday party, Monday morning.
So we did that, grabbed the clicker, left again, and that's when we drove over to her school area and I dropped her off where I dropped her off.
Okay. Do you remember where you dropped her off?
Yeah, it was the stretch of road, I forget there's a street name. It was the stretch of road that the school is on. Make a right onto it. It goes down a little ways. There's some communities over here, and then up further there's a church, and then there's the overpass and the school on the other side of the overpass right there. I dropped her off on that stretch where the communities are.
Was she by herself when you dropped her, or was there friends there?
Yeah, she was by herself. She said she was going to go find her friends and hang out, wait for them to show up.
Okay.
It was still early.
Then this.
Where did you go after that? Like, did you see her walk towards the...
I saw her making her way towards the direction of the school, but she was like kind of shuffle step. She was meandering her way there. She was rummaging through her backpack for something. I assumed she was looking for headphones, maybe. But as it turns out, she did leave her phone at home that day, so she might have actually been looking for her phone.
Okay.
Later that morning, back at the apartment.
While we were hanging out, he mentioned something along the lines of, oh man, I've been avoiding this phone update for a really long time. I should probably update it now. And I said, do it. Don't avoid it. Just get it over with. And he updates his phone. And then tells me, oh my god, I don't know what button I just pressed, but I just factory reset my entire phone. And I said, how the hell does that happen? That gives you options now when you reset your phone? He goes, yeah, apparently I wasn't paying attention and I just pressed the button and it happened. And I said, oh, that's unfortunate. That sucks.
By afternoon, he had another problem.
What happened to your hand?
Flat tire.
Oof.
I haven't changed a flat tire in about 10 years, so I made a rookie mistake and had my thumb too close to where the jack and the frame meet. And it slipped, and the frame came down on my thumb and pinned it between the jack, which I feel like I got off surprisingly light with that.
Ouch.
I yanked it free. You're not supposed to do that.
The next afternoon, 4:04 p.m., school dismissal.
I I went to the school to pick her up at the end of the day, and she never came outside. I drove away thinking maybe she walked to my mom's office, because sometimes she'll do that if I can't pick her up. And my mom's office is less than, what would you say, half a mile away?
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
Something like that.
She would get there, school ends at 4:04, she would get there by 4:35 the latest. She never got there by 4:35. I started driving around. I went back to the school was closed.
By the time the officer at her door is asking these questions, the mother has already spent the previous evening calling teachers, calling family, calling police. 44 hours after Stearns drove out of that apartment complex gate with a 13-year-old asleep in his passenger seat, he is placed in an interview room in Kissimmee. Detectives already have the surveillance from the dumpster. They already have the missing backpack. They already have the wiped phone. And Stearns is about to be walked, question by question, through a version of the morning that only he still believes is intact. 2 days before any of this, Sunday, February 25th, 2024, a 13-year-old girl was celebrating her birthday.
So Sunday, birthday party. She spent the whole day at my mom's house. They celebrated with the whole family. I was at work. I just started a new job last week or the week before.
Okay. Where's that at?
Walt Disney World at Coronado Springs, front desk concierge.
Okay.
I was finishing up my last day of, no, it wasn't even my last day of training. I was still in the middle of training. Sunday in the middle of training, I couldn't miss to go to her birthday party. So I went to work. I was with my family all day. She had the best day. She was so happy when I got home and I saw her. At my house around 8:30 that night. I wasn't home. She got dropped off alone. About 10 to 15 minutes later, Stephen showed up.
At your house in Kissimmee?
At my house in Kissimmee, he called me. Or he texted me, I don't remember. But he let me know he was there and that she was getting ready for bed.
By that Sunday night, she was 13 years old, home from her party, doing her bedtime routine. By Monday afternoon, she was gone. 24 hours after that birthday, a Kissimmee police officer arrives at the mother's apartment. His body-worn camera records what he hears first.
Hello?
Hi.
Are you Madeline's mom?
No.
No? Are you Madeline's mom?
Yes.
Did she come home?
What's that?
Did she come home? No, you don't know where she would have gone. No. Did she take anything? Any clothes?
Her birthday money is still here. Toothbrush, everything.
Okay.
Shoes.
So nothing that she took with her and went somewhere else. Is there any place that you guys think that she would have went? Any friends' houses?
The only friend I could have thought was, but I think Orange County PD already went to her house and talked to them.
The birthday money is still on the dresser. The toothbrush is still in the bathroom. This is not a runaway.
Okay. She was supposed to. She was dropped off close to school. She wanted to walk the rest of the way because she was embarrassed by his car.
Okay.
Which is normal for her to ask to be.
It's an image thing.
Right.
The boyfriend the mother is describing here, the one whose car the child did not want to be seen in, will, within a few hours of this body cam recording, be sitting in a Kissimmee police interview room. This is the first time he speaks on camera.
Step on. How you doing, sir?
Sorry.
That's okay. Didn't mean to wake you up.
It's okay.
I'm going to introduce myself. My name's Mark. I work for the Kissimmee Police Department.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
This is Corporal Ilgen.
Brandon.
I understand you've been here for a little bit. So, just to give you a little bit of background, the reason we are here now is because and yourself reside So initially they thought, since he went to school, dropped off at school, and it would be an Orange County case. It seems like since she lives in, that's the reason we're going to do the case. Okay. You understand?
Yeah.
Note the framing the detective gives him. We're here because of jurisdiction, not we're here because we're treating you as a suspect. This is the first move.
All right. Have you ever been in trouble ever in your life?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had your rights read to you at any point in your life?
I must have.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm going to do them again just to get it out of the way, and then we can talk about you taking school and stuff like that. Okay? All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning. Do you understand these rights? Okay, perfect. All right. So before we start talking, one last thing. Can you just raise your right hand? Do you swear and affirm that the statement you're about to give is the truth, nothing but the truth, to the best of your knowledge, so help you God?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. All right.
By the time Stearns is sworn in on camera, two separate agencies, Kissimmee Police and the Orange County Sheriff's Office, are already coordinating the case. Between them, they already have 5 pieces of evidence. 1. Surveillance from Stearns' apartment complex, which recorded him leaving and returning that morning, and passing the dumpster. 2. A backpack recovered from that dumpster. 3. A church security camera near the drop-off point, which recorded a 13-year-old walking alone toward the church, waiting outside it, then leaving, no school. 4. A phone belonging to Stearns which was factory reset the morning of the disappearance, and which detectives are already sending for forensic extraction. And 5. The mother's own account that Stearns, the night of the disappearance, drove her car alone for hours along the same stretch of Highway 192 the drop-off happened on. Before the interrogation begins, listen to what Jennifer Soto tells detectives about the hours after her daughter vanished.
He told me he was going to go out cruising that night to go look for her. And I said, I even questioned that. I asked him, are you sure it's a good idea? You should probably sit tight. Let's just wait to see if she comes home. And he said he was going to take a drive out. I had completely forgotten about him wanting to take the drive, or that he actually did it. And it wasn't confirmed to me until the following day, where agents came to the house and we sat in the car for a good amount of time, and I noticed the chair was adjusted. And I said, did you drive my car? And he said, yeah, remember I said I was going out last night to...
The mother did not know he had driven her car. He drove it, her car, not his own, up and down Highway 192 in the hours after the child was reported missing.
I think we hung out in the house for a little bit, and then when you guys came in the evening and you guys told us to wait outside and we waited in my car, he started getting very anxious and very panicky, going, I want my phone back. I want my phone back. And I said, listen, at this point, it's their phone. It's theirs for fucking ever. I don't give a shit. We will buy you a new phone. It doesn't matter anymore. Whatever they need, they need. Like, let them look at it. And he's like, I just want my phone back. And I'm just like, are you trying to make yourself more suspicious? Because, like, if you were to go demand your phone back right now, that would look suspicious as fuck. Like, what are you doing?
Those are the pieces on the board before the first question inside the interview room is asked. A car on tape at a dumpster, a backpack in the trash, a phone wiped, a church camera showing a girl walking alone, and a boyfriend, the day after, panicking about a phone that already had every setting on it erased. The interview begins with the detective at the same eye level. There is no aggression yet. Watch how easily Stearns talks. Watch how much detail he volunteers, unprompted.
Let's talk about your relationship with, and we just talked a little bit. So, how long have you been together?
7 years, 6 or 7 years, close to it.
Where'd you meet her?
Work.
was that at?
We worked for a home building company. It's no longer in business, but we were both in the call center area.
Oh, okay. So like selling homes or?
Yeah. We were best friends for about a year before we made it official.
Gotcha. So you consider you and her boyfriend, girlfriend? Okay. Any engagement plans or anything like that?
No labels, nothing. We were just happy.
No labels. A 37-year-old man, 6 or 7 years into a relationship, living with a woman and her daughter, and the label he chooses is no labels.
So I understand she had a recently. She had a party Sunday. Is that right?
Sunday, yeah.
Okay.
So
did you come to the party?
No, I was not. I was on my way up at that point.
Okay. So the party ends. Did you pick them up from the party?
Someone must have dropped her off.
Okay.
She was there when I got there. Asked me to make sure that I was getting into the shower and did her bedtime routines, which she did. She was already on top of it, so nothing to do there.
Okay. What time do you think you got back?
What time I got in there?
Yeah.
Maybe 8 o'clock, 8:30ish, something like that.
And I apologize if you've answered these questions before. It's just like I said, we're coming into the game late, so I may ask you things that you've already answered probably 3 or 4 times.
Well,
and I apologize
as well. My memory is not super reliable on time frames. I've been medicated for the better part of a week.
Okay, that's fine. What do you take medicine for?
Anxiety mostly. I've been having some money troubles lately. Anxious over that, so.
Okay, well, hopefully your money troubles get better.
I've been medicated on Ativan since probably Saturday.
He inserts the medication reference himself, unprompted. Ativan since Saturday, 12 hours before the child came home from her birthday party. Remember this, it will come back.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so when you got to the apartment, what happened? Like,
made some dinner, made some ramen. I love how I make my ramen. Then we started watching Sister Act, but it was time for her to start getting ready for bed. Her mom got home basically just as we were starting Sister Act.
okay.
And that was just about bedtime.
What time is bedtime?
Usually 10:30, 11ish,
Okay.
something like that. It's a spectrum, not a set time.
Then, so who's going through the bedtime routine? Because I know she said she has somewhat of a little routine too that she does. Is it her? Are you talking about? Or
routine is taking her meds, eating some food so that she can have the proper calories for the meds. And then she's got about an hour to do whatever she needs to do because she needs to fall asleep at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
Her bedtime routine is taking her bedtime meds, brushing her hair. She should have showered that night, and then she goes to bed as well. Usually with some bops or something on in the background.
The detail flow here is smooth. He describes bedtime routines the way anyone in a household would. The audience should get comfortable in it. He is.
Did you stay in the room the entire night?
Not the entire night. I'm usually up and down sometimes. So I might go grab a drink or something, or yeah, I'm up and down sometimes.
Gotcha. But you stayed. You didn't at any point go sleep in bed.
No.
Okay. All right. So night goes on. Morning time comes around, and it's time for to go to school. Walk me through that a little bit.
Excuse me. Morning routine. She usually starts waking up. We set about 3 alarms. The first one goes off and we let her keep snoozing.
Do you remember what time her alarm goes off? Or what?
Not really. Maybe 7:30ish. I'm not sure. Alarm goes off. We let her snooze about 3 times. while we start getting ourselves ready. And after the third snooze, it's time for her to get up for real and start getting ready. Typically, she will have showered the night before, so she needs to brush her hair, brush her teeth, excuse me, get her book bag together, eat some breakfast if she's going to eat there, and then we eventually make our way out the door.
Okay. So walk me through, like, you leave, you take her to school in your car?
Yeah.
Okay. And what kind of car do you have?
It's a Lincoln. It's actually my parents' car because my car is down south. It needs maintenance, and we're scared to drive it too much. So I'm driving a Lincoln right now. Got out early. The plan was to get some McDonald's on the way. So we got out nice and early.
Do you remember what time you left, roughly?
Not 100%.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. My memory has not been super reliable.
No, that's fine.
But it was early. Maybe 7:30, 7:45, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not certain.
That's fine.
The plan
Was awake when you guys left?
semi-awake. I was giving her updates as we were going along. Getting ready, she's getting dressed. We're leaving now. Goodbye. But she was sleeping in, so I was just giving her little updates and poking my head in as we went. But we leave the house. We start making our way to the school. Asleep in the car for most of the time. We make our way over towards our school area. I ask her if she's still in the mood for McDonald's. She says no. She doesn't want it anymore. Okay. Continued on. It was still pretty early though, I think. And we still had some time to kill. It wasn't really time to drop her off yet. I had apparently forgotten my clicker key fob for the gate. So I ended up actually turning around at some point and going back to the community to get the clicker. I had to use my parking sticker to get in for the guy to scan. I had some errands to run afterwards, and I wanted to have my phone. But we still had plenty of time as far as I knew.
Two details he has just planted, casually, inside the drop-off story. He wanted McDonald's. She said no. He forgot his clicker and had to turn around. Both details are provable. Both will appear again.
And where did you go after that?
The next stop I wanted to go to was the vape shop. It opened at 10, so I had a little while, so I just kind of meandered around and eventually made my way over there to wait for it to open. It didn't open when it was supposed to, so I left and came home, and then went back about an hour later when I was sure it would have to be open at that point. Got what I needed there, and made my way back to home again. Relaxed and hung out with her for a while. Seemed like any other morning.
Seemed like any other morning. This phrase, this exact phrase, is worth marking. It will not survive the next 30 minutes.
When you got back home after dropping off at school, was she home at that time?
I think she was on her way home. I think that she had a blood appointment, and we were both kind of going to arrive very shortly within time of each other.
Okay. So when you got home, when both of you got home, what? Walk me through the rest of the day.
Just hung out, chit-chatted. I mean, I don't know. It's not much to recollect.
Right. But you stayed at home pretty much all day, or no?
Pretty much until maybe noonish or 1 o'clock. I had a few errands to run, but I wanted to be back in time for us to go pick up from school. So I just ran up and down 192. I ended up getting a flat at some point, which made me somewhere along 192.
192 is a big road.
It is, and honestly, it all looks the same to me. So I've been asked, do you remember what plaza you were next to, what color? And I'm like, I'm ADD as it is, and I was in a medicated fog for the better part of a week. I'm lucky I remember what color I'm wearing right now.
Do you remember what errands you were running?
Yeah, I wanted to go check out some game shops.
Where were these game shops?
There's Coliseum of Comics, there's House Rule Games nearby. A lot of the Targets and Walmarts carry the game I was looking forward to. It just had a new release on Friday, so even though I don't have much in the way of money right now, I still wanted to look and see what the situation is.
It's always nice to window shop.
It is. And I'm a serial consumer. So I was just driving around up and down 192, sort of just aimlessly, honestly. Just killing time till it was time to go back.
Watch the language. Just killing time. Aimlessly. All looks the same to me. He is describing a 2.5-hour window on Highway 192, the day a 13-year-old vanished, and the description he offers is, I have no idea where I was.
Alright, so when you got home, did you go pick up from school?
So I got home, it was 10 minutes later than I had wanted to leave to go get just about 10 minutes. I called her and said, hey, where are you? I'm so sorry, I got a flat. She already left. She had been gone for 10 minutes. It didn't make sense for her to come back and get me. She likes to be the first in line when the kids start coming out.
Okay, then obviously wasn't at school. So what happened? Did she call you after that, or what?
I was already on the phone with her while she was waiting. We were just chit-chatting. We do that. We just keep each other company even if we're not physically together, you know. And she's like, where's my kid? Not coming out. And that's when we started asking questions, you know. Did she go somewhere else? Did she know that you were going to come pick her up? Did she possibly walk to her grandma's house or her grandma's office, which has kind of been what she's been doing for the past week because her mom has started working a new schedule. So we started making all the calls. And no one had seen her yet. And so that's when we started getting a lot more concerned and panicked. She drove around a little more, looking for her, looking along the walking paths, and didn't see anything.
Stearns' account of the afternoon is measured. It is the story of a boyfriend on the phone with his girlfriend as she waited for her child. Now listen to that same afternoon told by the woman waiting in the car.
He said she was missing all day. And at this point, I start to panic and freak out because that can't be the case. She was dropped off. I had to go check her attendance at school, but the office had closed already. The lights were off. I could see a student sitting in there in the darkness, but I couldn't see any of the administrators or anybody in the office. Lights were off, everything was closed. They wouldn't allow me in. I think at this point the teacher had responded to me and told me she didn't make it to school at all. I start having like a freak out panic attack. And
are you still just you at this point? Is it you and Stefan?
It's me and my sister. And I want to say one of them is Catherine. I start panicking and I think at this point I call Stefan and I tell him, hey, because she didn't make it. She's absent today. There's no attendance of her at all today. I'm like, right now. And he said, okay, I'll be there. And he came to the office. And like 3 hours, I think. Eventually I contact one of my friends whose husband works, or ex-husband works for OCP, or for you guys.
The mother is at the school, calling teachers, calling family, standing in front of an office with its lights off. The boyfriend, according to his own account, is at Phoenix, trying to figure out what to do. They both end up back at her mother's office. The police have not arrived yet.
Going back to bringing to school, how was she like on the car ride there?
Just calmed down, sleeping. Just sleeping along the way. She does that.
How often have you taken her to school?
Not often, honestly. This might have been my third or fourth morning school run. I'm not normally the one to do it.
And on the other occasions, has she had you drop her off in and around the same location, or how does that?
She has this image thing. I guess it's just a middle school thing. She only likes to be seen getting out of certain cars in front of the school. Her mom's is acceptable, but mine's, I guess, kind of a hoopty, and she's embarrassed by it.
Lincoln? What does her mom drive?
A nice looking Sentra. So yeah, this is not the first time she's asked me to drop her off a little ways down so she could walk up and look cool.
So you say she was conked out on the way there.
Mm-hmm.
You said you took her to school, or you were on her way to school. You needed to turn around to get your clicker.
Correct.
Was she sleeping then too?
She was. Yeah.
Okay.
It had been an early morning, so I figured it'd be fine to let her sleep in the car ride.
Notice how many times he mentions she was asleep. She was asleep on the way. She was asleep when he turned around. She was reclined in the seat. He is establishing a passive, quiet child. A child who did not resist anything.
Okay. When you got back to the apartment complex, or did you go in the front gate, or because I know there's the front entrance and then the back entrance?
When I came back after forgetting my phone.
Yeah. So which way did you leave?
I would have had to go in the front.
Okay.
And the guy scanned it. And I got in and got my fob and left. I don't remember if I left out the front or the back.
The detective just slipped in the phrase, "after forgetting my phone." Stearns did not correct him. Stearns had said clicker. The detective said phone. Both mean a return trip through the gate, past the guard shack, past a camera. The detective is testing whether Stearns will hear the difference. He does not.
Did you take any trash out from the apartment?
The night before, I think I did. I'm not sure. I took the trash out at some point, but I don't remember if it was the night before or it was the morning of. Yeah, sometimes we get the trash bags piling up by the door. It stresses her mom out to see them.
Is there like a common trash place, or like is there a dumpster somewhere that people take their trash to?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that where you took the trash out?
Yeah.
Okay. And you don't remember if that was Sunday night or Monday morning?
It could have been Sunday night. I don't recall. I'm sorry, I was in the fog.
The detective's voice has not risen. His posture has not changed. What is about to change is the direction of the questions.
Well, okay. So, where do you think it is? You don't know?
Supposedly they got video of her walking past the church or waiting at the church for a while, and then leaving.
How's your relationship with her?
Great. I'm one of her favorite people in the world. And even though she's not my flesh and blood, you know, I've always loved her as if she was my own. I've raised her as best I could. Co-parenting, I guess you would call it. I've known her for half her life.
I've known her for half her life. She is 13. He has known her since she was 6 or 7. Layer this against the sleeping arrangement he described earlier. The guest bed, the snuggle cuddle time, the up and down through the night, and let the sentence stay where he put it. The detective does not challenge it. He notes it and moves on.
Gotcha. Okay. How old are you?
I'm 37. About to be 38.
You seem like a genuinely nice person.
I try to be.
The compliment is not an accident. You seem like a genuinely nice person is a mirror the detective holds up so Stearns will lean into it. Watch what he does with it.
Talks very highly of you. So, the morning that you took to school, when you came back to get your clicker, what was saying in the car?
She wasn't saying anything. She was just asleep. She was just reclined in the chair, sleeping.
Okay, explain to me, like reclining backwards?
Just laying back in the chair. Like that, I guess.
There is the sleeping child again. The detective has come back to it deliberately. Every time Stearns is asked about that specific window, the trip back through the gate, she was reclined, asleep. There was no witness.
Okay. Alright. Stuff on here. I'm too old to lie to people. Too old to beat around the bush. And we seem like we're having a generally good conversation right now. Okay. The only thing that I ask for from you is, and I will reciprocate, I want you to be honest with me as much as I'm being honest with you. Okay. There's cameras in all over the place, as you can imagine. Nowadays, cameras are everywhere. Okay. So we see you coming in and out of at the guard shack with in the car. Okay. We see you go by the dumpster. Okay.
3 okays from Stearns in a row. Each is smaller than the last. The detective has just told him he is on camera at the dumpster. This is the point the story he came in with should have started to fracture. Instead, watch. He offers a small concession.
I may have taken some trash with me then.
What was in the trash?
House trash.
House trash?
Yeah. So it must have been that morning then. We'll toss trash bags on the back seat, and wherever we're going on our way out, we'll drop that on the way. I think I may have mentioned to her mom that I took the trash out for her. I'll have to double check.
Okay. Was everything in trash bags?
I'm sorry?
Was everything in trash bags, or was there any items that were just tossed along with the bag?
I think it would have been in trash bags, or maybe some boxes too.
Okay.
Some birthday stuff, leftovers. I can't remember exactly what.
Okay. When you dropped off for school, did she have her backpack with her?
Yes.
She did. Did she have her school computer with her?
Yes. Presumably, yes.
Presumably. Okay.
She should have.
Presumably, she should have. He is starting to hedge. Detective Mark just handed him a way out. The trash bags were house trash, birthday leftovers, boxes, and Stearns took it. Then, Immediately after, the detective plants 2 questions about her backpack and her school computer. Stearns answers yes to both. This is Stearns building his own trap, not the detective's.
Once again, this goes back with the whole honesty thing. There was things in that trash bag that got thrown away that probably shouldn't have been thrown away. Okay. We'll get that in a minute. But right now, our main focus is on finding where he is. That is our number 1 focus right now. Okay. Do you have any idea where she may be?
No.
None whatsoever?
No.
Okay. All right.
There was things in that trash bag that probably shouldn't have been thrown away. This is the first admission on the record. Stearns has just conceded he put something in that dumpster that did not belong in it. Then, in the same breath, he asks to postpone the follow-up. We'll get that in a minute. The detective agrees. He is banking the admission, not spending it yet.
Do you know she treated you kind of like her father figure?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And sounds like she almost kind of wanted you to be her dad. And from what it sounds like, you were playing that figure, and something may have happened. Do you think anything happened?
I don't think so. I don't think what could have happened.
Okay.
I don't think what could have happened. That is a rehearsed sentence, answered as a question. He has just been asked, gently, whether something happened between him and the 13-year-old, and the phrase he returns is a disowned one, floating in the air with no subject.
All right. Do you know anybody that lives in St. Cloud? Do you know where St. Cloud is?
St. Cloud, that's north or south or
East.
east?
East of Kissimmee.
Yeah. I haven't been out there too much, but yeah, I'm familiar with St. Cloud.
Okay. Whereabouts in St. Cloud? Like, do you know friends out there, or?
I don't have any friends really. I've driven out there a few times before. Mostly just when I'm meandering up and down 192.
Were you out there this week?
Yeah, I was out there sometime this week. Sometimes I just drive and meander around and explore and drive till I don't know where I am and drive till I know where I am again, and I don't know, just driving it's peaceful sometimes.
All right.
If I got time to kill, I'll just drive around.
St. Cloud sits east of Kissimmee off Highway 192. 6 days after this interview, in a wooded area of St. Cloud, human remains later identified as the 13-year-olds will be recovered by investigators. He does not know that yet. He does not yet know the audience does either. The geography is on the record.
So you're saying when you dropped off, she had her backpack. Presumably her school computer was in her backpack. And you described her wearing a green jacket, some kind of dark colored shorts, and white Crocs. Okay. Well, I can confidently tell you she did not go to school with her backpack.
How's that?
Because we found it in the trash. So, Stefan, here's what I'm asking you and pleading with you is to dig down and do some soul searching. I'm pleading with you because this is a girl that we need to find. And it's, as more time goes by, it's tough. I have kids, he's got kids, and this little girl's out there somewhere that we need to know where. And I really, really, really think you can help us.
We found in the trash. Here you see how the detective landed it. He asked Stearns to describe her clothing, waited until Stearns committed to green jacket, black shorts, white Crocs, and confirmed backpack, and only then dropped the backpack detail. The reveal came after Stearns' story was fully committed. In interrogation terms, this is a controlled corner. Stearns has nowhere to walk back to.
I mean, you want to get something off your chest. I don't know what it is, but I'm pleading with you.
I don't know where he is. I don't.
What happened with?
I dropped her off.
Where?
I dropped her off on the road to school. That was the last I saw her.
Did sometime throughout the night on Sunday, did you guys have any interaction, conversations?
What, like fight?
No, I'm not saying fight. I'm just. Did you guys sit up and talk, or?
We talked while I was making ramen. She was excited about her choir performance coming up. She was singing a little bit. I told her it was pretty, or it might have been Sister Act. That's why I wanted to show her that movie. Just talking about a crush she had on the boy.
How'd that make you feel?
Fine. She knows she's not old enough to date, but you know, I told her crush on. Get your crush. That's healthy.
The question is not idle. How'd that make you feel? The detective is directly asking a 37-year-old man how he felt about the crush of a 13-year-old girl. Stearns is fine. That is his answer. He is fine.
Has she ever talked to you about boys?
A little bit sometimes. A little bit.
Has she ever, because I asked the same thing, has she ever disclosed to you about being sexually active with boys?
No.
Do you know if she's ever been sexually active with anybody in the past?
Not that I'm aware of. I heard there was some sort of incident when she was much younger where she did something with the phone or a camera but got scolded for it. She was very young, she didn't know. She got scolded for it though. I wasn't around then. But it's vague. It's just remembering what someone said offhand.
Watch the detective's move. He begins with, has she ever been sexually active? Which is a general question. Stearns answers no. Then the detective drops a story. Something with a phone, a camera, when she was younger. He is testing whether Stearns will latch onto that framing, a phone, a camera, as a place to hide something he might have on his own device. Stearns does not latch. He deflects by saying he was not around then.
What happened in your hand?
Flat tire.
Oof.
I haven't changed a flat tire in about 10 years, so I made a rookie mistake and had my thumb too close to where the jack and the frame meet. And it slipped, and the frame came down on my thumb and pinned it between the jack, which I feel like I got off surprisingly light with that.
Ouch.
I yanked it free. You're not supposed to do that.
The detective wants him talking about that thumb. Watch what comes next.
It looks okay. It's got the worst of it. Some bruising under the nail.
What about the other scratches?
Courtesy of a janky tire iron and the road.
Did you bleed at all?
Yeah, this one had some blood and this one had some blood, but not much. It clotted fast.
Do you know what popped your tire at all?
No idea. Tire just started going floppy and then
Pretty worn out or
way
something?
floppier and then just completely freaking separated. Thank God we had a spare and a jack. Janky as it was.
So typically when changing a tire and stuff, you tend to get brake dust and dirty and all that.
Yeah,
Did you happen to...
positive that I breathed in some freaking brake dust or tire dust or something because I was coughing the rest of the afternoon.
What'd you end up doing to clean up or stop the bleeding and stuff?
Nothing, actually. Just
You
went
didn't get too
home
dirty?
and washed my hands, and that was it.
Did your clothes get all messed up at all, or...?
Not bad, surprisingly.
What were you wearing, by chance?
This. So I think I'm still wearing this. I'm still wearing the same clothes.
Oh, so you kept pretty clean.
Try to, I guess.
You weren't wearing a red shirt?
I was wearing a red shirt early in the morning. But I changed clothes later because that shirt had been a couple days old that morning. And the flat tire happened after that.
You weren't wearing a red shirt. The detective did not ask that. He stated it. Stearns then confirmed, unprompted, that he changed his clothes that morning. A red shirt he had been wearing when he took her to school, then something else after. The detective has now placed a wardrobe change on the record. The audience is meant to note it. Stearns just handed him a second garment of interest.
Did a flat tire happen before or after you dropped off to school?
After.
After?
After. It was sometime afternoon between noon and like 2:30. I don't know how long it took me to fix it.
And you changed your shirt before or after going back to get the gate clicker?
I don't recall. Maybe after. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm medicated. I've been medicated all week. My memory is just not as reliable as I would like it to be right now. I was in a fog and half asleep that morning as it was.
Walk to the car on her own when you took her to school?
Yes.
The medication has come back. Now it is a memory hedge. I was in a fog, deployed at exactly the point his own account of the timing starts to conflict with itself. It is worth watching how often this hedge arrives on questions that would otherwise be closed.
What are you thinking about?
So I'm spacing out here. Long day, no sleep.
This is not a small moment. What are you thinking about is a JCS signature question. Quiet, undirected, offered at exactly the beat where the audience can watch the suspect's face. Stearns does not answer it. He describes his physical state instead.
Who else has access to your car? Are you the only one that drives it?
My parents have access.
But here in Kissimmee?
Here in Kissimmee, I'm pretty much the only one with access to it.
So safe to say you'd be the only male driving that Lincoln?
Presumably, yes.
The only male driving that Lincoln. That is not a phrase the detective uses idly. It is because at the moment of this exchange, forensic techs are already reviewing surveillance from the apartment complex, and any figure in the driver's seat of that Lincoln that morning is the person the detective is looking at.
Alright, I want to get back a little bit to your relationship with you saying she's not allowed to have boyfriends or anything like that.
She can have crushes she likes, though.
Alright.
The detective just pivoted, hard, from the only male driving that Lincoln to let's go back to your relationship with her. No transition. Stearns notices. He says, all right, and does not add anything to it.
Have you and her ever exchanged, do you guys exchange text messages? How do you guys communicate?
FaceTime. She'll FaceTime me at night when I'm not around before bedtime to say goodnight. Talk to her and her mom. And sometimes we don't even talk about anything. We'll just sit there doing our own thing and just with each other's faces on the phone. Just spending time.
FaceTime at night, when I'm not around before bedtime. A 13-year-old girl on a video call with a 37-year-old man, at night, before bed, sometimes with no conversation at all. He describes this himself. Detective Mark does not push on the description. He notes it and moves to the next question.
What happened? So the deputies made a comment. So what happened to your phone?
I have no idea what happened to my phone. I was pushing off doing this update for a while and ended up trying to do it. I don't know what the hell, my head being in the state it was, I wasn't paying attention. I ended up somehow doing some sort of option that updated the OS, but it ended up like wiping my phone at the same time. Even just now, the phone that my dad gave me and set up for me, I literally just pulled it out of my pocket and the sucker was reinitializing again. So I don't know if it's just me in technology right now, or I'm just not paying attention, or...
Did that happen once to your phone, or how many times do you think you updated your phone?
I think I tried to update it twice, and I don't know what happened.
By now, at Orange County Sheriff's Office 5 miles away, the mother has been telling her side of the same 3 days for almost as long as Stearns has been telling his.
I don't like her taking her meds without somebody visually watching her, because I don't want her to accidentally grab the wrong pill. She's comfortable enough to grab the pill bottle, but I'm like, no, I need to watch you take them.
Has there ever been an issue with that in the past, where you took too many or took the wrong thing? Or just like a thought in your mind?
No, just a thought in my mind, just me being hypervigilant. I want to physically watch her take her meds and watch her grab 2, take them. I don't ever want there to be an accident of she took too many, or she took... My biggest fear is that she would take Adderall by accident, her daytime meds.
Got it.
This is what she said out loud, on the record, before she knew anything. She was hyper-vigilant about her daughter taking a wrong pill. That is the sentence she volunteered. And on the same Sunday night, she was the one taking a full dose of prescription sleep regulation medication to knock herself out, leaving Stearns and the child upstairs together.
Yeah. Eventually, reporters come to the house and do an interview, and at this point, Stephan was awake. I did an interview with them, and then Stephan was crying in the background, and I said, Stephan, do you want to do the interview? You can if you want. And he sat in front of the camera and did an interview where he cried.
Do you know which news outlet that was with? I know there's a video on Fox 35 where
with
you
him
guys
sitting
appeared to be on like a webcam.
Yeah, that was Zoom. He was sitting in the background for me.
Okay.
I know
but
that
you
one.
had in-person interviews with reporters?
Yes. I want to say it was Channel 9.
Okay.
Yeah, Channel 9.
And he spoke to them?
Yes.
Okay.
And he ugly cried in front of the camera too, so he was fucking fake sob crying.
Are you saying that now, or do you...
I'm saying that now. I didn't think that at the time. At the time, I thought he was truly heartbroken and... not that he had done all this shit to her. Like, I look back at shit now, I'm just like, he was fucking lying. He was fucking faking. What else has he been lying to me about? I know he's like a master liar and manipulator because he's done it to his parents, and he's told me and shown me the lies he's done to his parents. But I don't know why I never thought, not me.
The mother is speaking hours after Stearns has been detained. She is looking backward now, at the crying, at the Zoom call, at the interview with Channel 9. She is naming the pattern out loud for the first time. And Stearns, at that exact moment, is in the Kissimmee interview room, still building the story.
The lies are about money, they're about where he's at, what he's doing, what's he...
Yeah, all that.
To his parents?
Yeah, he's stolen money from his parents. They used to have a few $1,000s hidden in like a closet for emergency fund kind of thing. And during COVID, he stole, like, he wanted RC cars. See, if he wants something, he's gonna get it. No matter what. So, he wanted RC vehicles, their remote control cars. Fancy ones. They were a few $100s. And I'm poor. I know I can't afford it. And he's showing up at home with these things. And I asked him, where are you getting the money from? Because we don't have this money. He goes, oh, my dad. And I said, your dad gave you money? He goes, no, I took some from his closet. And I was like they have an emergency stash? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, he's gonna notice money's missing. And he's like, no, he won't. It's so much money in there, he won't notice at all. I've confirmed with Chris later on that he did notice money, but he never asked his son. But I let him know, yeah, he was robbing you and just buying himself toys.
He wants something, he's going to get it, no matter what. She has just described the man her 13-year-old daughter has been sleeping in a room with. Stearns will describe himself, 90 minutes into the interrogation, as a serial consumer. She is describing the same trait, differently.
He's also lied. Most recently, he lied to his parents about where he would be. He told them he would be at his friend's house playing video or board games or something like that, but in reality, he came all the way to Kissimmee to hang out with us.
He told his parents in Sarasota he would be playing games with friends. He drove 3 hours to Kissimmee to be at the mother's apartment on Sunday night. The mother is aware of this lie because Stearns is the one who told her about it. He tells her about the small lies. That is part of his pattern.
Okay, and from what I understand, that you gave the deputies consent to look through your phone. You did? Okay. And you voluntarily gave it to them so they could bring it here to do the extraction and stuff like that. Okay. What do you think was on the phone?
Text messages. Emails. Old stuff.
This is the question the entire interview has been walking toward. What do you think was on the phone? The detective already has the phone. The extraction team already has the phone. The wipe has already been reversed via the cloud backup. He is asking Stearns to inventory it himself, in his own words, on the record.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of pictures were on
there? Training card pictures, lightsaber pictures, Disney pictures.
You have a Google account?
Yeah.
Do you save pictures to your Google account?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Or is it automatically? I know sometimes phones sync to a cloud and.
Yeah, I think it backs up to Google.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes when you reset your phone and your phone updates and puts these apps back on your phone, sometimes they will put the images back on your phone.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you have any pictures on your phone?
Oh, I assume so.
Do you have any pictures of you on your phone?
Probably. I mean, we went to Disney and took selfies on the train. She got back from Puerto Rico and had her hair braided. We got pictures of that. All sorts of pictures. Family events.
The detective just planted the mechanism. Cloud backup restores images even after a factory reset, and Stearns did not react. He is still describing the phone as a family album. Selfies on the train. Puerto Rico. Family events. He is still the boyfriend. He does not yet see the trap forming.
I'm not as much of a shutterbug as her mom, but I take him every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Any other pictures that you think of?
Any other pictures you think of? The tone changes here. The detective has stopped listing categories with him. The prompt is now open-ended. The question is the same question at every trial. Is there anything you want to tell me before I show you what I already have?
Here's where I'm going to be brutally honest with you. There's pictures of you on your phone. And I'm pretty sure you know what some of those pictures are about. You're a very intelligent person. And I don't want you to discredit yourself by saying you don't know about all the pictures that are on your phone. You understand what I'm saying?
One sentence. There's pictures of you on your phone, and I'm pretty sure you know what some of those pictures are about. Everything the interrogation has built to is inside that sentence. The audience does not need to hear what the pictures are. The detective did not say. The pause that follows is the answer.
So do you want to add to the list of pictures?
I don't know. Not, there aren't any. Not, you're wrong. I don't know. A man is being asked whether he wants to add anything to the inventory of images on his own phone, and his answer is that he does not know what is on his own phone. That answer is the confession that is not yet the confession. Everything from here bends toward the lawyer request.
Should I be talking with a lawyer right now?
I can't answer that question. My sole purpose right now is to see if I can find where it is. And I'm really hoping you can help me.
Okay. Well, I'd like to try to help, but I feel like I should probably have a lawyer present at this point.
So you're wanting an attorney?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so. A Miranda-warned suspect asks for an attorney. Under Florida law and federal precedent, that request terminates custodial interrogation. The detective must stop asking questions. But the detective still has one thing to say, and Stearns has one thing left to hear.
Okay. That can happen. I want to let you know you're not free to leave. You're being detained, okay?
You're being detained, and the moment right before he has walked out of the room, the detective, legally allowed to inform him of the reason for the detention, gives him the charges.
Do you want to know what you're being detained for?
Yeah.
Capital sexual battery and possession of child pornography.
Okay. That is the response. Not shock, not denial, not what. Okay. A man who was, 4 minutes earlier, describing Disney selfies with a 13-year-old, has just been told he is being detained for capital sexual battery and possession of child sexual abuse material, and his response is the word okay said twice. This is the moment the tone of the interview room changes. The girl is still missing. He is now in custody.
So we're going to step out. If you need anything, please tap on this door. Okay? And there's going to be detectives outside that will be able to assist you.
Okay.
Well, good luck to you, Mr. Is it Stearns?
Yeah.
Stern.
Well, good luck to you, Mr. Stearns. The detective walks out of the frame. Stearns is alone in the room.
vape. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Whatever Stearns says to the air in this room, he says quietly, heat, heat. A word to a thermostat he cannot reach. A request for a vape. This is the same man, 30 minutes earlier, who described himself as a serial consumer at Disney selfies. There is nothing left to say into a room with no one listening. While Stearns sits alone in the Kissimmee interview room, over at the Orange County Sheriff's Office, the mother is still on the record. This is what she was telling detectives about Tuesday, the day after her daughter disappeared.
So earlier that day, I think Detective Hunt came, or somebody came, and asked Stephen for his cell phone. If he would willingly give it up so that they can look at it, or if they would need a warrant. And I remember him saying, should I have asked a warrant? Should I have... And I'm like, no, if you've got nothing to hide, give him your fucking phone.
Should I have asked a warrant? On day 2 of a missing 13-year-old, a boyfriend's first instinct is to ask whether he can force the police to obtain a warrant to look at his phone. She tells him not to worry about it because he has nothing to hide. This exchange is on the record because she said it out loud to detectives after the fact.
We waited in the car. I think at this point, when I noticed that forensics was locking down the house and you guys said we couldn't come back, I told him to call his dad. Because I had a feeling y'all knew something and it was going to come down on him. And I'm just like, they're focusing on the wrong person. They have the wrong person. In my head, I'm convinced you guys are just... that you had the wrong person. I wanted to think that he was good.
I wanted to think that he was good. She said that on the record, hours after Stearns was walked out of the interview room. That is a sentence that took her 3 days to earn. Everything that follows in her interview, she says knowing it is not true anymore.
He's constantly buying stuff and he doesn't have money. He keeps saying he's got money in his savings, but me and his dad called bullshit because he hasn't had... When he lived with us, he was struggling. His dad was helping him pay his bills, paying his rent, paying his gas, paying his insurance. Stephen was helping us, supporting us by buying food and all that stuff. But I don't know what he did with the rest of his money. And I don't know where he's getting money from now.
Stearns has been unemployed for 2 months. He does not have money in his savings. His dad thinks that he does not. His girlfriend thinks that he does not. And still, he is receiving packages. He is buying things. The mother volunteered this. Detectives did not ask.
Where do you guys haven't had any recent arguments?
Recently, no. Apparently, on February 2nd, she sent a few messages to a friend stating that she would run away. But it must have been after. From the messages, we must have been arguing, or I must have said something that upset her because she was very upset in her texting friend. But
do you guys still have those, or no?
Yeah.
And that's her phone?
This is her phone.
Okay.
I don't know. Hold on a second. It's wet.
The phone in the mother's hand is the daughter's. She left it at home on Monday morning. The screen is wet because it has been in the mother's hand while she has been crying. This is a body cam moment the audience will remember.
Yeah, this is okay. This is her. See, I don't recall getting in a fight and saying this to her, but sure, we'll say that. I know.
Okay.
I mean, I taught her.
It's okay if I swipe now?
Yeah.
Okay. Where did she say that she wanted to run away? Did I just miss it?
Something that she can't wait till she's 13 and she's out of here.
She can't wait till she's 13 and she's out of here. A message that, on Feb 2, might have looked like teenage frustration. On Feb 27, it looks different. The body cam is recording the exact moment the officer scans the phone, and the mother reads that line out loud, into her own home, into the camera.
I know the other officer already came here and looked inside, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys mind if I go back in and walk through with you guys?
Go for it.
You guys want to show me the way?
So that white Nissan Sentra there, that is Jennifer's.
Okay.
The blue Corolla is Angelica's.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the silver Lincoln is mine. Well, it's actually my parents, but I'm driving the car right now. It's in better condition.
This is the one that she said she doesn't like to ride in?
Yeah, this is the one she was embarrassed to get dropped off in. So
Okay.
I was that age. I understood.
I got you.
Forgive the donut there. I got a flat tire earlier this
That's
afternoon.
fine.
The donut on the mother's Lincoln is on the body cam. She points at it. She explains it. I got a flat tire earlier, but the flat tire she is describing is not on this car. This is her mother's car she is driving. The donut, the tire, the story about the change, that all traces back to the boyfriend, not her. The body cam recorded the mother pointing at physical evidence Stearns produced, without knowing what she was pointing at.
You might want to put some and cover the firearm in there. Someone will steal that, man.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I stuck it there when I was changing the tire.
I got you, yeah.
The lawyer request stops questioning. The lawyer request does not stop the warrant. A Kissimmee police evidence technician walks into the room, and the interview room becomes a collection site.
Stefan, so what's going to happen now is we have a warrant to collect a couple of items from you, okay? So basically, this young lady here, we're going to swab your cheek, we're going to take some of your clothes, stuff like that, okay? So she is going to take some pictures of you as well, like your hands, and we're going to ask you to take your jacket off so we can get your arms and all that stuff too, okay?
Okay. The same word he used when he was told he was being detained for capital sexual battery. He uses it here to consent to being processed as evidence. It is the only word he has left.
All right, so in the name of the state of Florida, all right, any sworn Kissimmee police officer, Osceola County Sheriff's Deputy, Orange County Deputy, sworn investigator of the State Attorney's Office of the Ninth Judicial Circuit Court of Florida, Special Agent of Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, or any sworn police officer, Deputy Sheriff acting under a mutual aid or cooperation agreement with the Sheriff's Office of Osceola County. Whereas before me, the Honorable Judge, it's hard to read his handwriting, of the Ninth Judicial Circuit of Orange County, Osceola County, A sworn written application affidavit search warrant has been made on this date by Detective Moore of the Kissimmee Police Department, assigned to the Criminal Investigations Division. And whereas the facts made known in this application and search warrant, there may be cause to certify and find probable cause to believe that certain evidence, to wit, DNA, genetic material, buccal swabs from you, Stephen Michael Stearns, blood, saliva, or epithelial cells to be collected from you, Michael Stearns, photographs and swabs of your penis, and clothing worn by you as of right now. All right, this is evidence. This is believed to be evidence of the felony crime that we've already talked about that took place in Florida, which is a violation of statute 7940114B and 8270715A, prohibiting the crimes of sexual battery, possession of material depicting sexual performance of a child. Currently exists within Orange and Osceola County, and is presently believed to be under your control, Stephen Michael Stearns.
Stephen Michael Stearns. The interview began with him introducing himself as Stefan. The warrant, read to him at his own table, names him with the full 3-part legal name he is charged under. The transformation is legal but audible. Stefan in the guest bedroom to Stephen Michael Stearns, of Florida Statutes 794.011, 4B, and 827.0715A.
Yeah, that'll work. And your hat also, please. If you could open your mouth. Take off your shirt. Turn around, face the wall. Put your hands behind your back. Put them together like you're praying. There you go, just like that. Go ahead and spread your feet for me. Thank you. let me get a picture.
of it.
I just want to see something real quick. Did you get a really good picture of this right here? This whole area.
Here's the right hand. It's probably under the handcuff.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Okay, that area too, please. Can you take one like that, please?
Hey, turn around, Steven.
Good.
Did you guys get a picture of his scar on his stomach?
She got a full frontal, yeah.
It's gonna need to take. Yeah, yeah.
You can help out just by pulling your pants off your ankles or your toes.
Try not to let the pants touch the ground, please. What's this in this pocket here? Just your wallet?
Yeah.
Lift your foot, please.
Sorry.
You got it. We need to search these again before you take them to make sure that there's nothing else in there.
What do you want me to take?
I just want to make sure that we search these again before she submits them. Is there anything else in these pants that we need to know about?
Do you want me to take these off?
Just I still need to get underwear if you guys want that.
Yes, we do.
Where's my phone?
What bag am I gonna put these in once we take them off?
They don't
The
come
same
out
as
here.
his
We're
pants.
done.
No, we need them separate.
You need them separate?
Yeah.
You
Mom,
have
can
to
you get
take
another
them.
brown paper bag from the drawer? What we're gonna do when we take off the boxers is I'm gonna take them off. He's gonna stabilize you to make sure you don't fall. I don't want the boxers touching the floor at all, so I'm gonna hold them up. You'll remove one leg at a time, just like you do your pants, okay? And then do you have a suit? Okay. We're just waiting on one more bag for your pants. We're trying to keep you exposed for as short a time as possible. Thank you. Alright, ready? He's gonna stabilize you. Go ahead, first leg out.
I'm gonna take the belt out of here and put it in. Okay.
Okay, second leg out. Thank you very much.
Go on, Joe.
Alright, and then there's certain things we're looking for, so we need to find the marks. Don't do anything squirrely, man. You will eat the carpet. Do you understand? Can you take a picture of that marker there, please?
You got another one under?
Okay. Well, I need like a flashlight or a light or something, please. Where am I?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're
Yes,
okay.
okay. Can somebody else flash her? It was on this side, right here somewhere.
Okay.
See?
Okay. freckle, please? You know what I'm talking about, Mara?
It's the one he took over there.
That was a freckle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your hands
Sorry.
in front of my Is it on this side, you think? Turn this way for me, please. Face me. Light on, right here. Back the light up a little bit and put it like more towards the center. Right there. Flipped. Okay, let's take a picture of this mark right here, please, if we can see that. It could also be on the skin down here. When he gets erect, it's like getting, you know what I mean? Any other marks? That like freckle thing right there?
I thought underneath.
Can we take it? Okay. Underneath where?
Do you have those pictures?
So we have this one, which I believe is the one that she saw over here.
That's that one.
That's the dark one.
Yeah, you can't really see
Right
it too
there.
well with him not being
Oh,
erect.
yeah, yep.
Yeah. The one that we're trying to find is this down here.
Oh, gotcha.
So it might just be.
Let me see how much hair is. Can you zoom into that?
It's right where the hairline starts.
Alright, well, do we have a deputy out there with a real flashlight?
No.
See if you think of the skin. And it could just be that the hair got thicker too,
Yeah.
you
Or
know?
it could have been he had an ingrown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we have a freckle.
And then he has freckles on his leg.
Yeah, if we could take the birthmark or whatever it is.
Can we take a picture of the other side?
You wanna check the pictures before we put clothes on and make sure?
Okay, so we for sure got
Yes.
this one.
Yeah, the black freckle mark.
Yeah, we got that. The other one could be an inline hair. This trimmer. Can we take a picture? Well, we're not able to see it with it not being erect. I don't think there was anything else that everything saw.
Okay. Did we get whatever was under the Band-Aid that you wanted to see?
Did you guys take the Band-Aid off?
I took it off.
Can we see? Let's take I think.
Let me get the
Okay,
swabs
yeah, yeah.
first.
Go ahead.
Since you're already in there anyway.
Yeah. And definitely the head of his penis too, please. Do you need where my hands are? guys, or still, I'll steady you, he's gonna help you. Or you want me to do it and you steady him?
The front or back?
That's the front.
So it's in the front, yeah.
So put your left foot in there.
Thank you.
No, my bad. That's right. Should be like a foot spot in there if you want.
It's a 1P, yeah.
Oh, hold on, let's wait a second.
Yeah, as long as his front is covered. Okay, sorry, we just need to look at your hands again. I don't know if you can view the pictures you already have. I want to make sure that we have this stuff for them, to include that scratch.
You don't want on the inside, I don't know if you can see that one.
Yeah, they have some right here too.
And what's the inside?
Right there.
What was the cut on his thumb that he needed a bandage?
It's right
That
there on
was
the right
this
side
one.
of the cuticle.
This?
Yeah.
Are we doing finger swabs?
Was that? I don't think it was in there.
No. Isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't see any other injuries.
Okay.
But I mean, it was in the dark too. So.
Do you guys have everything you feel like you need?
Do you want to review
Yeah.
You want to just have a seat for a minute? Let him take a, here, let me pull it out for you. Let him take a look at the photos, make sure we have everything so we don't have to make you do all this again.
Handcuffs are digging into my joints here.
Which
I'm trying
one?
to find it comfortable. I'm trying to get it to a comfortable position.
The right hand?
The left one's the most uncomfortable. I
Okay,
think.
face the wall for me so I can see.
The right one, I just got it to a better position.
This one's too tight?
Yeah, I think so. Let's do the
Okay.
other one.
Do me a favor, have a seat. Let me swap my gloves because I don't want to touch my collar while in these gloves. And
Yeah.
I'll swap them out and then I'll get you new ones.
Thank you.
I'll be with you in a second.
Okay.
Hold on, let me take this glove and then we can Alright, stand up for me, please. I just want to make sure that main line is, you know what I mean? The main line on the wrist is seen. Alright, go ahead and move forward, spread feet, wide, 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 more, there you go, just like that. What I'm doing, not thinking. Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
Is that still okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright, have a seat.
She's very smart too, so let's get her opinion. But I think
Yeah, we're going to.
she's gonna take a little bit of swabs of your hands, okay? So when she's ready, we'll have you stand up and just face the wall, and then it's easier for her.
Let me just go ahead and stand up.
That's okay.
Yep. You can stand up right now. Could you bend your right thumb towards your palm? Yeah, thank you. Now if you could bend your left thumb towards your palm.
None of us.
Thank you.
And then you got her neighbor? Yeah.
All right, buddy, you sit up.
just so you know, your wallet's gonna go to jail with you, and whatever change you had, some like loose change in your pocket, I just tossed that in the wallet too. Okay. Are you done with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you need any more water?
More water would be great. Thank you.
I'm gonna help you out, but I'm gonna go slow because I don't want you to choke, okay?
Is there any way,
Good?
any way these can be in front of me?
No, sir, we do not do that. Sorry about that. Just a little bit. Come on, stand up, face the wall for me, please. We're just going to swap out your cuffs. You're not going to go anywhere quite yet. So he's going to put on a pair directly under these. It's going to hurt for a minute, but he's going to take them off. Just bear with us. Fortunately, they're not made for comfort.
Cutting off circulation
gonna zip it up all the way. Can you stand up for me, please? You can face me. I'm gonna try to cover you as much as I can, okay?
Is there any way to have my arms through the holes and then hand
No, sorry.
Just gonna get really claustrophobic like this. I feel like I'm gonna do this act.
We can leave your chest exposed a little bit.
It's more just my arms being.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it's not gonna change.
It's not a far drive at all.
This is his puppy. Yeah.
Last sip of water before you go?
Yes, please.
Yes, okay.
Please and thank you.
All of it?
We won't go on until we get it done.
Thank you.
Would you like some more?
Go on.
Okay, head out there, just wait with her. She'll get you a little bit more water, and then I'm gonna check this room, and we will get out of here. Step forward for me.
That sentence closes the interrogation portion of this video. 6 days after Stephen Stearns was walked out of the Kissimmee interview room, on March 1, 2024, human remains were recovered in a wooded area of St. Cloud, Osceola County, approximately 15 miles east of the drop-off point on the road to school. The recovered remains were identified as those of the 13-year-old. Stearns was initially charged with capital sexual battery on a child under 12 and possession of material depicting the sexual performance of a child. Additional charges followed the recovery of the body. He was ultimately indicted on 1 count of first-degree murder and more than 60 child sex abuse counts, including capital sexual battery, lewd or lascivious molestation, and unlawful possession of materials depicting a sexual performance by a child. On July 21, 2025, 1 day before his sex crimes trial was scheduled to begin, Stearns entered a plea agreement in Osceola County Circuit Court before Judge Keith Karsten. He pleaded guilty to 20 counts of the sex abuse charges. He pleaded no contest to first-degree murder. The plea removed the death penalty as a possible sentence. The judge accepted both pleas, adjudicated Stearns guilty, and imposed 21 concurrent life sentences without the possibility of parole. Stearns waived all rights to appeal. The mother, Jennifer Soto, was not charged. State Attorney Monique Worrell stated on the record that every step of the plea negotiation was carried out in close consultation with the 13-year-old's family and reflected the family's wishes. If this is the kind of analysis you're looking for, subscribing means you'll see the next one.